Ever stop and think about how you make literally thousands of decisions every single day? Most of them you don't even notice. Well, your brain is using a bunch of secret shortcuts to get through it all. So today, we're going to pull back the curtain on our own minds and see how these things actually work.
All right, let me ask you something straight up. Do you think of yourself as a rational person? I mean, most of us would say, yeah, of course. We like to believe our big decisions are all based on pure logic and solid evidence. But what if they aren't? Today, we're going to put that idea to the test.
Okay, so I want you to meet someone. We'll call her Linda. As I'm talking, just try to paint a picture of her in your head. She's 31, single, very outspoken and bright. She studied philosophy in college, and back then she was really passionate about social justice and even went to protests. You got a picture of Linda? Okay, good.
Now, keeping that description in mind, which of these is more likely? Is it A, Linda is a bank teller, or B, Linda is a bank teller and is active in the feminist movement? Don't overthink it. Just go with your gut instinct. Which one feels right?
So if you picked B, you are absolutely not alone. That's what most people choose. But here's the twist. Logically, it's the wrong answer. Think about it. The chances of two things being true can never be higher than the chances of just one of them being true. That little mental glitch you just felt, that's called a cognitive bias. So that little trick your brain just played on you, what exactly was that? Let's break it down and really define what a cognitive bias is. All right, the super formal definition is a systematic pattern of deviation from norm or rationality in judgment. Yeah, I know, kind of dry. A much better way to think about it is this. It's a predictable mental error. These are the specific kinds of mistakes our brains are literally hardwired to make again and again. And the key word there is predictable. These aren't just random flukes. They come from something called heuristics. That's just a fancy word for mental shortcuts. Our brains developed them to make decisions super fast, without getting bogged down analyzing every little detail. You know, it's kind of like the old story of the tortoise and the hare. Rational thought, that's the tortoise. It's slow, it takes a lot of effort, but it's logical. Heuristics, on the other hand, are the hare. Lightning fast, totally automatic, intuitive. They're not always 100% accurate, but for our ancestors, a quick, good enough decision was often way better for survival than a slow, perfect one. So now that we know what these shortcuts are, let's look at 3 of the most common and most powerful mental glitches that they cause in our everyday lives. First up is the representativeness heuristic. And yep, this is the exact one that got us with the Linda problem. Our brain looked at the description of Linda, and it just felt more representative of a feminist bank teller than just a plain old bank teller. It matched our mental prototype, our stereotype. And so our brain just jumped to that conclusion, completely ignoring the basic laws of probability. Next, we've got the availability heuristic. This one is huge. It basically means we judge how likely something is by how easily an example pops into our head. So things that are super dramatic or that we just saw on the news feel way more common and threatening than they actually are. And this is exactly why our perception of risk can be so wacky. We tend to be way more afraid of things like terrorism or getting in a plane crash, while we underestimate the far more common dangers like strokes or diabetes. Why? Because the dramatic stuff is just so much easier to picture. Our fear is shaped by vividness, not statistics. And finally, let's talk about the anchoring bias. Oh, this one is sneaky. It's our brain's tendency to latch on to the very first piece of information it gets, the anchor, and then that anchor heavily influences every judgment that comes after, even if it was totally random to begin with. You see this happen all the time with pricing. A store puts a "was $100" sticker on a shirt. That $100 is now your anchor. So when you see the now $75 price, your brain screams, "Wow, what a great deal." Your entire sense of value is now anchored to that first number, which, who knows, might have been inflated in the first place. Now, hearing all this, it's easy to think, great, my brain is full of bugs. It sounds like a bunch of flaws in the system, right? But here's where it gets really fascinating. There's a huge scientific debate about whether these shortcuts are actually bugs or features. On one side, you have pioneers like Daniel Kahneman and Amos Tversky, who basically see these biases as systematic errors. They're flaws that lead us to be irrational. But on the other side, you've got scientists like Gerd Gigerenzer, who argue that, no, these are actually really smart, adaptive tools. He calls them gut feelings, fast, frugal rules of thumb that usually help us make surprisingly good decisions in a really complex world. So, okay, bug or feature? Who really cares? Well, it matters a ton. Because in our modern world, the stakes for these little mental glitches
are getting incredibly high. I mean, just think about the real-world impact. These shortcuts can lead to overconfidence and stock market bubbles. They can cause a doctor to anchor onto a first diagnosis and totally miss what's really wrong. They can fuel confirmation bias in police investigations, making detectives ignore any evidence that doesn't fit their initial theory. The consequences are massive. And today, in our digital world of social media and endless scrolling, these biases are on steroids. The availability heuristic makes a single viral story feel like a global crisis. And confirmation bias, that's the engine that powers our filter bubbles, making sure we only see information that proves we're right. Get a load of this. A big 2018 study found that on Twitter, lies and false stories spread more than 6 times faster than the truth. 6 times. Why? Because the fake stuff is often more shocking, more emotional. It's perfectly designed to hijack our brain's shortcuts.
And this really sums up the whole problem. Our brains are running on ancient software, wired for a world where information was scarce. But now we live in an age of infinite information. And those same shortcuts that helped us survive can now lead us down some seriously wrong paths.
So what in the world are we supposed to do about it? Well, here's the most important takeaway of all. You can't just eliminate your biases. You can't just turn them off. They're part of your brain's basic operating system. But what you can do is become aware of them. Just knowing that they exist is the first and most powerful step toward making smarter, more conscious choices. So, I'll leave you with a question to chew on. Think about one of your firmest beliefs, something you feel deep in your bones is true. Now ask yourself, is that belief really the product of careful, rational thought? Or could it just be a shortcut your brain took a long, long time ago?